Blog Talk Radio.
Drop that down! The whole fucking show! Drop that down! The whole fucking show! Damn a needle! Damn some needle! Damn crush your needle! Fan assassinator! Drop that down! The whole fucking show! Drop that down! The whole fucking show! A damn shot straight to your brain! Straight to your skull crack! You can...
I can stop the song whenever I want to. I'm Rob Van Dam.
Drop that down! The whole fucking show! Drop that down! The whole fucking show! Damn a needle! Damn some needle! Damn crush your needle! Fan assassinator! Drop that down! The whole fucking show! Drop that down! The whole fucking show! A damn shot straight to your brain! Straight to your skull crack! You can stop the straight to your brain! Straight to your skull crack! Drop that down! The whole fucking show! Drop!
Dude, I could even stop it there. I don't want to stop it there.
Drop that down! The whole fucking show! Drop that down! The whole fucking show! Damn a needle! Damn Drop that down!
Fuck. I can stop it when I want. I just can't start it when I want.
Drop that down! The whole fucking show! Drop that down! Drop!
It doesn't matter what you think. That was cold. It matters a little, but I'm still the boss.
Drop that down! The whole fucking show! Drop that down! The whole fucking show! Damn a needle! Damn some needle! Damn crush your needle! Fan assassinator!
Rob Van Dam. Hello, everybody. Fucked up your song, huh? Guys like to tune out at that point and go, okay, we got 3 minutes till the Rob Van Dam song's over, and then we got another 15 minutes till he stops running his mouth. Happy March fucking 11th, everybody. 2009. You know what, baby?
What?
There's never been a March 11th, 2009 before, ever.
No shit, really?
Yeah, isn't that fucking amazing?
Hey, it's 3/11 day. Let's listen to some 3/11.
You got some?
Oh, of course.
I know you do, baby. Our computer's heavy with your iTunes.
Very heavy.
SVD in the studio. Got some other guests joining. We never really know what guests are going to join, you know? I put a couple on there. I usually contact them, and sometimes I don't even, sometimes I forget to tell them they're on there. Sandman, he's going to be on tonight, baby. You talked to Sandman in a while? The other day I told him that, you know, when he wasn't on a couple of weeks ago and I had him advertised as being on, you called him during the show. Do you remember that? Trying to get a hold of him?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, well, he said, oh, yeah, I don't know. I mean, Sonia called. I was gone. I don't know. Let me know before. I said, oh, dude, that's all right, man. Bret Hart called in, and I think Justin McCully or Masterpiece, whatever, And he goes, yeah, but people are going to think like I'm drunk, I didn't show up or something.
That's so not the case.
No, we don't want to ruin Sandman's reputation. This is all on RVD. He, and I told him that I explained that on the air, that I said, oh, fuck, I forgot to contact Sandman and maybe call him. Remember that?
Yes.
Might have to do that again. I called him last night or this morning, one or the other, and I did talk to him, and so he said, yeah, cool, he'll be on. I don't know if he still has the number, or if I told him I texted it. I told him I texted it to him. I wonder if I texted it to him.
I doubt it.
See, I mean to sit down a little bit ahead of time to prepare for the show and take notes and call my guests and shit, but I never make it. For the last 3 weeks or so that I've done the show, every time I sign in, I call in, the lady always says, show starts in 5 seconds.
4, 3, 2.
Hey, man, I don't need that kind of pressure. But you know how I get through it? Confidence. Confidence, confidence, dry and secure. It's a deodorant commercial. You ever heard that?
From way back in the day.
Yeah, it's odoriferous. That's Hogan's. Baby, that's what we're going to talk about today is confidence.
Not odoriferous?
No, but I mean, we talk about that too. You know how it is on RVD Radio. We roll around. We hit a subject from every fucking angle. And we go off the sidelines sometimes and talk about that. 2 hours, baby. Look at this. We got an hour and 54 minutes left. Hour 53. I've never done that before at the beginning of the show. See what I mean? It's always different. You never know what to expect. Holy cow. So the reason that I wanted to talk about confidence, someone just dropped off. The reason I wanted to talk about confidence was because it's something that I feel like, being Rob Van Dam, that I can share with other people to help them out, and you know I'm all about that. Always am. Obviously, RVD is confident, the character you see on wrestling, and you probably can guess that the performer, the real person, has to be pretty ballsy to even play Rob Van Dam, the character. I mean, that's a given. That's a given. There's not a big difference there between one and the other. I got the moves. It takes balls to jump from the top rope to out to the 5th row. In fact, it takes balls to do anything that they call high risk or to even do anything different. The reason you don't see a lot of wrestlers do different shit in the ring is because it's easier to not take a chance and fuck up. That's where confidence comes in. And confidence comes from a few different areas. I get my confidence from experience a lot. That's one of the best places. Plus just having a big set of balls. But experience...
I'm not going to comment on that.
Thank you. I am the fans of RVD Radio. Appreciate that, baby. The experience part is something that you just cannot argue with. You know, I have experienced so many very, very hard impacts to my head, for instance, that I believe I qualify as an expert. I know how hard the other person is going to be knocked out, because not everybody's Superman like RVD, and I know about how hard, you know, to where I'm probably going to be bleeding, and then I know how tough I am. I know how durable I am through experience. I have been through a lot of punishment on my body, and that's one way of testing. Through martial arts, you test yourself through anything. Life is always about testing, and you learn about yourself. That's the cool thing about life, man. You never stop learning things about yourself. And that's what's exciting is when you find that you have a new interest and a new passion to focus on. And it's...
Sorry. That's just funny. I'm reading the chat room.
Right. And by the way, Sabu and Dave expected to be calling into RVD Radio tonight, both of them, possibly to continue the story. Last I heard, the Dominion Monster Mansion was floating down the hill, down the Mulholland Falls towards the Hollywood Bowl.
All because Sabu saddled up to the sink?
I don't know, allegedly. I don't think that happened.
I don't think so. I can't see it.
No. But we'll get to that, too. So, obviously, confidence is something that's a admirable quality. People like confidence in somebody. People want to be more confident with themselves. People like me would be considered confident probably to an extreme level because people like me are thrill seekers. At least growing up, I would do so much stupid stuff, and it continued into my young adult years. I mean, as a kid, I was jumping off of buildings, doing backflips off of planters, jumping out of trees, off bridges, diving into the river, showing off on the diving board, jumping a motorcycle. I did all kinds of stuff to seek that thrill. And as an adult, you know, I bungee jumped. I skydived a couple times. I don't know why I haven't put that on RVD TV yet. But jumping out of an airplane is definitely something that takes some balls. Well, the difference between confidence and balls. Balls is thinking, you know what, maybe I can do it, maybe I won't. I'm willing to gamble my life. Boom, let's see what happens. Now, that takes balls. That's where you go, dude, you're crazy. Being confident is feeling like, you know what, odds are pretty good. I'm going to kick ass. RVD is a great example of that because after like 19 years as a professional wrestler, I'm pretty confident I'm going to have a good match every night, regardless of who I'm in the ring with. I remember way back in the old ECW, just incredible, who I look forward to seeing pretty soon at an appearance. He was afraid if he wrestled me, he would break the streak. He was afraid that he would have a bad match. Oh, I mean, Rob, what if I'm not good enough to have a good match then? I'm like, dude, I don't have bad matches. You know, I think you're going to be the one guy, and that would really bother him. Like, yeah, what if I'm that one guy? Aren't you all right with the odds? Just there's a 99% chance that I'm going to be able to have a kick-ass match with you, you know? I wrestle some pretty shitty wrestlers, you know, that aren't known for having great matches, and when RVD's in the ring with them, they have kick-ass matches. It's because I'm talented. My confidence there comes from experience. I'm confident that everything is going to be okay. I'm confident that I'm going to get through this. I'm confident that whatever is in front of me appearing as an obstacle is something that I will maneuver around or get through somehow. I'm confident of that. The sun goes down, the sun comes up, and that's a lot of my free thinking, I suppose, that a lot of people might get frustrated over is how much I really mean that. I'm very lucky that my beautiful wife, SVD, supports my crazy free-thinking ways, but she knows how it is. When I left WWE, I'd been there for 6 or 7 years, was making good money, and it wasn't like I left walking into like a full-time job or walking into retirement. People would say, wow, I mean, I would love to leave, you know, I hate being on the road, but, you know, do you got enough money so you never have to work again? It's not about that. I'm very confident that no matter what, I'm going to be okay. Might have to change some things around, I don't know, but I have that confidence. That kind of confidence is more like faith. Know what I'm saying? It's a very important quality. And when people don't have it, I would like to see them get more confidence. Now, you can only gain experience through experience. That takes time, and you get there. There's other ways you get confidence besides experience is just by believing yourself. You know what I mean? Like, I'm confident that I can probably skateboard on a half pipe, even though I haven't done it. Not from experience, but because I believe in my own abilities, my athletic prowess. I just think I can. I'll probably fall a couple times first, especially sliding down. That's what Justin Sano said. We shot some film at the skate park with some friends of Justin McCully's, and that will be appearing on RVD TV over the next couple of weeks when I am at France, Switzerland, with you, SVD. Wrestling, and the Masterpiece is going to be over there. Masturbator. Justin Sano, Justin McCully, on his way to the Van Dam Casa. He should be getting here real soon. He's a good guy to talk to about confidence because, look at this, as much as thrill seeker as I was as a kid, and probably still am, okay, I mean, I have to get my thrills in the ring. It has to be exciting for me, but the extreme levels they do now, that wasn't around when I was a kid. That's what we talk about to some of these extreme athletes. on the film that we did. Dude, for me, riding a bike and popping a wheelie and measuring how many yards you go on a wheelie, that was cool. We did like an endo and like flipped our back tire over. Dude, now, I mean, they walk on their bike, stand on it, no hands. They do all kinds of flips and spins and 360, stuff that we never would have thought of. I don't know if you watch Nitro Circus. I've been putting that show over. It's awesome. They do the craziest shit that professional extreme athletes could do when they're fucking around trying to get a thrill. I liked it. Very good show, very entertaining. Thank God I didn't know about that stuff. Extreme fighting, mixed martial arts, like Justin McCully does. That wasn't around when I was a kid, or I definitely would have been involved. I was into kickboxing. The PKA had kind of like already like gone down, and it was kind of something from the past. It wasn't like real popular. In fact, Michigan didn't even have a athletic control over it. It wasn't sanctioned by the state, so anybody could run a kickboxing show, which is what Kit Likens did when I first got in the ring before I even met the Sheik. But we don't count those into the pro years, or we're talking 20, 21 years. Oh, my God, baby, I've got experience. No wonder I'm so confident. I'm confident when I go out to the ring that I'm going to have a kick-ass match, that the fans are going to be on their feet, they're going to be cheering, they're going to be stoked, and they're going to like my moves, you know. I'm confident, when I go through the day. A lot of people are the opposite. They're so scared, they're so nervous, and that's something that not a lot of people want. Not a lot of people yearn to be nervous and scared and lacking confidence. And there are reasons sometimes to not do something for a risk's sake, but walking around with confidence definitely gets you ahead. It's the only way to experience life at its fullest, because otherwise you're just going through like hiding in the shadows. Nobody wants to do that, right, baby?
No.
All right, now here's the deal. Blog Talk Radio producer Nikki Starr is not with us today. She's in New York or something. So I'm not sure who I got taking calls. Which one? You think it's one of these ones? You think it's that one, number 7? Can you make yourself audible, producer? Is it possibly Demos, the boyfriend? No answer. No. So we have an anonymous producer. The thing is, I have no information on the phone lines on my switchboards. I have reset it, or whatever you call that thing, refreshed it twice, and there's no information. Usually I know the callers, I know where they're from, what their questions are. It's not going to be as good of a show if you can't help me out. No, Nikki, Demos. Is Demos on there? Can you find out in the chat room, baby?
Just let me take the
And in the meantime, I know I recognize this number, so I'm going to go to our New York correspondent, Mr. Harry Slash. Oh, I'm going to mute him, too, and then unmute him real quick like that. What up, Harry Slash?
Am I unmuted or muted, or can you hear me? What's going on?
Well, at the current time, you're unmuted, which means that we can hear you loud and clear, and we're happy to have you on RVD Radio. Say hi to SVD.
Hey, Sonia, what's happening? What's going on?
Not a whole lot.
Hey, I don't think you guys have a producer, because normally when someone calls in, you get Nikki's sexy voice saying, hey, hello, caller, what's your name, and shit like that. Nobody picked up.
That's what I heard. That's what I've heard. So what did you get today?
Absolutely nothing. Nobody picked up until you noticed my call. So I don't think you even have a producer. I think you're really winging this one.
Okay. Well, you were able to hear us, though? Like you were on a hold where you could hear the show?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Got about 10 other callers right now, and I want to make sure that their phone isn't just ringing. All right, cool. Well, fuck it. Who needs a producer? Yeah. I just don't have any information. So here we go, baby. Unfiltered. Woo. Wow, we are taking a chance here. Without protection, bareback, we're taking calls tonight.
Hey, I wanted to say something about confidence, Rob.
Complete girlfriend experience. And yes, please give us some comments. Give us some New York feedback, because I know you got to be confident just to walk down the street in New York.
It's not so bad. No, my observation is regarding you and how many times other wrestlers would mistake your confidence for arrogance. And I saw it happening quite a few times in ECW when people would say, well, how many steps do you take before you dive out of the ring? And you'd go, I don't know, I just run and jump. And others would be like, looking at you like, kind of like, wow, what an arrogant prick. But that wasn't the case at all. It was because you really just ran and jumped. When you were teaming with Davey, with Kid Cash, I remember him meticulously counting steps from like the center of the ring to the turnbuckle to this to that to do certain spots, and you didn't bother doing any of that. You just did it, which says a lot for confidence. When you have confidence in your own ability, you don't have to be that meticulous with your preparation.
Yeah, the more experience I got, the less preparation I needed, and in my later years, you know, when I was in WWE, preparing was the last thing I wanted to do. I prepare in my own way. I go through the RVD stretch routine and my calisthenics and kicks and warm-ups, but I don't even want to talk to my opponent until I'm out there or maybe right before. But that just makes the job stressful when people want to get together and talk about shit all day. And so that's the work part of the job, you know, and that's what I don't want. My job's in the ring. I ain't punched in yet, motherfucker. So, yeah. And, you know, my thumbs, by the way, came from just what you talked about. It was a display of arrogance when I was a heel in in the RVD days, and I would purposely showboat, show off, because I was a bad guy. I was wrestling Sabu. It was '96. I was new to ECW. Sabu was the god that was already established as the best wrestler they'd ever seen, and here I came beating him, refusing to shake his hand, total arrogance. So I would listen to the crowd boo me. They go, boo, you suck, RVD. That warm Philly welcome they have. And then I would do something really cool, like a 360 leg drop. Bam! They'd go, oh! Because, wow, that's a cool move. Nobody does that. Then I'd look over and say, what's that? Oh, I can't hear you anymore. And I'd point my thumbs and say, yeah, it's Rob Van Dam. Remember that one. And that's totally like, you know, where that started. And the thumbs just kind of took off from there and lived a life of their own. But that was purposely being arrogant. I mean, obviously, in real life, that's where my character in the ring is a little different than in real life, because I have enough confidence in real life to probably measure up to the arrogance that's displayed when I'm performing, but it's all well balanced. It's, you know what I mean? So much, in fact, that it's, you know, it's something that I heard Piper say, you know, we're all gentle in real life when he was on Jimmy Kimmel, because, you know, we're so physical in our job. But when you're RVD, I mean, it's, you know, that's it's good to like let other people get some praise and get rewards or get excited, you know, about winning a competition or something, because as part of your job, you have thousands and thousands of people every night just screaming your name. A lot of people never get to hear what that's like, you know. So if people want to say, all right, Harry, man, that was awesome the way you kicked that can and went in the trash can, well, fuck yeah, I'm high-fiving you.
Okay, that was a long one. Hey, but I do want to put over Davey as well, Kid Cash. There was a spot he wanted to do with Hamrick where he was going to turn a top rope power bomb into a Hurricane Rana in midair.
I remember that shit.
Dude, the entire locker room said, don't do it.
Myself included.
Yes, everybody, and it sold out the dressing room as everybody on stage was like, either Davey's going to pull it off or he's going to die.
Right, yeah.
And he pulled it off. And he was like, man, I know I could do it. I've never done it before. You know, you all Northerners worry too much. and he pulled it off.
Yeah, we always got along really well, Kid Cash and I, and that's one of the reasons is because we have that similar vibe. You know, we go ahead and throw it out there, and got someone else's perspective I want to get on this. Officer X calling from the cold tundra of Massachusetts. Dude, how you doing tonight? You never talk to me when I put you on, man. I'm asking how you're doing before I ask the question, because I know you're kayfabing me. Officer X, paging Officer X. We have an emergency 911 situation. 420 in progress at the Van Dam house. Dude, he does this to me every fucking week. If we listen to all the archives, every time I go to Officer X, he's never there, And then usually it's because Nikki Starr, Blog Talk Radio producer, will say that she had him and she was busy talking to him. But this time, no excuse. Officer X, you ain't going to talk?
Play his theme music. Maybe he'll come out.
Oh, dude, you know what? That's what it is. Yeah, and Officer X calling from the cold tundra of Massachusetts. Thanks for calling into RVD Radio, man. We really want to get your perspective on this confidence thing. Being such a bold member of a community that you fucking go out there, protect and serve and fight the injustice, the hard-ass criminals, and you keep us safe at night. Talk to us, Officer X. Well, thank you very much for that, Officer X. Totally what I was expecting.
Who's calling from the LBC?
I don't know, but watch. Officer X is going to he's going to text us and say, dude, take me off mute. Police officer, yet he's one of my craziest friends. And Harry, you know that says a lot about me.
Yeah, a little too much about Officer X.
You just realized that, Ray. So, okay, well, fuck. I don't know what the name is because I got no information because I got no producer, but I got a caller. And I guess I got to take them one at a time. That way they know I'm talking to them. Who's calling from the 562?
Hey, what's up, Rob?
What's going on, dude?
Hey, man, this is Dave calling from Whittier, man. How's it going?
Who is it?
Dave.
Hey, what's up, Dave?
Hey, how's it going, man? Yeah, I'm listening to your show, man. The one question that I had is, I noticed that after you left WWE, you've been reduced to selling your clothes on the internet, man. What's up with that? When are you going to go back?
I'll tell you, the sad truth is when I was with WWE, I couldn't get those fuckers to put a T-shirt out at the stands because they had to make room for John Cena and Triple H. That's what's up with that.
Oh, all right, cool, man. Just wondering, bro.
Yeah. No, dude, I'm a legend, so I'm willing to take it because you can't put a dent in me, man. They want me back. I don't want to go back. I have an open door, and yet I'd rather live at home than live on the road, man. When I did the Royal Rumble recently, it was really good to be back, and I showed everybody I hadn't missed a beat. And I'll be going to France to wrestle where they'll be treating me like a VIP instead of like one of the sheep. WWE's the top, man. If I go back full time, I'd want to go where the prestige is. But, man, I sure ain't ready to go live out on the road, man. Not at all.
What, do you ever do Japan?
I wrestled for Mr. Inoki in August, and it was awesome because that's the first time I got to go as the big star and get paid a bunch of money for just one show, total VIP, in and out. I'd wrestled for Japan since 1993 when you were still trying to circle the bigger cookie probably in school. And I wrestled for Giant Baba, I wrestled for FMW, and I wrestled quite a bit for the WWE shows. And this last time, going in as the big star, you know, it was definitely rewarding. I started when I was 22 years old in February of '93, wrestling for Baba as what we would call a young boy. So they got to see me work my way up into the incredible superstar that I have become.
Hey, one more thing.
RVD, motherfucker!
Hey, Rob.
You wear extra medium? No, go ahead.
Yeah, man, send me a shirt, man. Hey, no, it's just good to hear you, man. I'm glad you're doing well, and keep up the good work, bro.
All right, thanks, dude. We'll talk
Later.
to you soon, man. RVD not staying too far out of the spotlight ever. I told people, baby, the WWE wanted me. They said, oh, you did Hulk Hogan Celebrity Wrestling. Nobody can work there again. I said, bullshit, that's not for RVD. I'm the exception. They said, oh, you talk about legalizing marijuana. They can't have you back. I said, bullshit, they want me back. I'm the exception. I went back there. They heard that pop, and they said, oh, maybe we should pay attention to RVD. Maybe he's not full of shit after all.
I've always said they didn't know what they had till it was gone.
Isn't that a song?
It is.
It could be. Give me 20 minutes.
Terry Slash is the man. He's going to put it to music. All right, well, fuck. I'll roll right on to caller from 575 area code. That's the only way I know how to address these callers is by the area code.
I know.
Baby.
And then what are we going to do with the 111 callers?
Oh, man. You know what? Here's what I got to do. I got to just take them one at a time and say, caller, you're on RVD Radio.
Hello.
What's up, dude? Hello, you.
What up, man? Pretty good.
Awesome, man. Happy fucking Wednesday, March 11th, 2009, dude.
Fuck
Were you ready?
Man.
Were you prepared? Is it everything you thought it would be and more?
Actually, no, because I might possibly have a broken toe, man. Been walking around. I don't even know. But other than that, it's pretty good.
Well, if it's not your big toe, you're not allowed to complain about it in my world if you're a man. I found that out in 1991. Pat Tanaka, remember that guy from the Orient Express? He was I was in the ring working out, and he called me over to the side because he was like teaching class. He wanted to show me something, and I tried to jump through the rope, and my foot hit the apron, and I split, my toe broke, and it folded over my other toe, and I was freaking out. Oh my God, I can't wrestle tonight. And they said, dude, you just tape it to your other toe. What are you, a pussy? And that's true. That's all you do. If it ain't your big toe, man, you just tape it to your other toe, and don't worry about it.
Yeah, it actually is my big toe, but I just wanted to add a little bit to that confidence thing that you're talking about.
In that case, oh my God, I'm so sorry, it's your big toe. Dude, okay, cool, man. I'd love to hear what you got to say about confidence.
I think it's pretty important because I recently, like last year, went into a indie federation with no proper training, nothing. But I had confidence myself, from watching it for so much. I ended up doing better than the owner, actually. We had people email me, through MySpace and stuff, and said that I was way better than the owner and that I should really get out of there. And now I'm currently trying to get myself into a school in Texas with
Booker T.
WS.
Dude, good for you, man. That's it. I've always agreed with the old cliche saying, if you believe it, you can achieve it. And I believe that. I think that if we can see it in our mind, that we can make it happen. In fact, I believe if we see it in our mind, that we make it happen, a lot of the times to a great extent. And I don't think we can totally visualize completely and feel like we can do stuff that we really can't. That's something, like we don't really believe that we can jump and fly in the air, or else I think we could do it. But if we really
actually do it,
if we really believe that we can jump and make it across, this 12-foot gap, and we can actually visualize it and feel it in our legs, then boom, that means that we got the ability to do it. I've always believed.
Yeah, it felt kind of like, it reminded me of ECW, man, because, there was like little bit of fans there, but everybody still wrestled their hearts out. They still, I wrestled through a broken finger, but whatever. It's what I wanted to do at the time. I didn't have training, but I still had confidence that I knew somewhat what I was doing and I wouldn't get hurt. And
man,
that rush.
Cool, man. Since you have a pro talking to you, giving you advice now, all you do with a broken finger is tape it to your other finger and don't even worry about it. Yeah.
Right. But I had a question. I'm 22. You think that's already too old or not really?
No, of course not. 22 is young, dude. Fuck, when I was 22, I was still a kid, man. I think of how old I was when I was 22. For one, I was still growing. I think I stopped growing like 23, 24 as far as, my skeleton, my height, weight, since then it's been like around the same. And when I think about what I've learned since then, and yeah, dude, you're at 22, you're just starting to learn about being an adult. You totally got time to pursue anything you want to do.
Sweet.
Oh man,
yeah,
good
one
luck.
more thing.
Okay.
Can I add one more thing?
One more thing.
Last year I got the pleasure of seeing your brother Super Crazy wrestle, and this Saturday I should get the pleasure of seeing Tommy Dreamer ECW in Lubbock.
Right on, dude.
Even though it's not old school, it's still Tommy, man. That fool deserves to get the
see Tommy Dreamer, man. Go up to him and smack him on his ass for me, and then say, "Hey, RVD said to do that." Right? Watch, I'm gonna try it again. try it. Let's try
What's up, bro?
You're here, man. Officer X. Welcome to RVD Radio.
Yay,
What's
Officer
up?
X.
What's up?
Officer X. Officer X. So, how come every time you call in, you're never there when I go to you? You embarrass me in front of the world. I got thousands of people all over the complete planet. Not to mention, I also have some fans that are extraterrestrial.
There's nothing like that.
No, listen. No, this time here, buddy, I was texting that other guy who I was telling you was going to call in, and then the drunk monk sent me a text telling me it was 4 hours and 20-minute ride to Allentown, Pennsylvania from where we are.
Nice.
420's on my phone from the monk. Thank the monk for that.
All right, thanks, Monk. And cool, as long as you had an excuse, that's all we wondered. So tonight we're talking about confidence, Officer X. That's something I'd like to hear from a policeman's perspective, because when you go out to work and you say, okay, you know, see you tonight, honey, and you kiss your wife and you're going to work, it's not like everybody else where you're just going to punch in and you're standing behind a counter or something. You're going to drive out there to look for the bad guys in hopes that they'll cooperate with you when you're trying to stop them from doing bad things. I think it's a very dangerous job, and it's one that you can't go about doing without confidence that you're going to come back to your wife at the end of the night.
Yeah, you can't. The fact that you could get hurt or killed really can't equate into your mind. You won't be able to function. It's probably similar to your line of work. Like if you're worried about getting hurt when you jump off the top rope, you wouldn't be able to do it. You know, you got to believe in you. You got to believe in the decisions you make, and you got to believe in that you're going to be all right. And it's the only way you can get through anything in life. And you got to take certain steps to make sure you're going to be. You got to really be aware of everything that's in your environment. And you know, if you control the things you can control, and what's out of the realm, you just hope for the best.
Yeah, you know, when I left to go to work after 9/11, I remember what it was like to not really have that much confidence. Like, there was times where I didn't really feel for sure, like I knew that I was going to be coming back. We were afraid to fucking fly. We had no idea what was going to happen. I mean, people were taking planes down, and it was just crazy that they just lifted the ban. We were all stuck on the road in Houston, as a matter of fact, all of us WWE guys. And when we finally got to fly home, that was scary, being on the first flights out. And then it was still scary for the next at least several weeks. So when we would leave and say goodbye to our families, a lot of us, you know, did not have the confidence, you know, that we would be back. We hoped we would, but it was like, fuck, you know, am I making a mistake by getting on this plane? Do I really want to do this that bad? Is this job that important to me? All this shit went through your mind. You know, when you have confidence, it kind of takes place of all that and just fills you with positive energy. When you're RVD, you're confident. There's something I need to talk to Justin about, but he's not over here yet either. But, you know, when you walk down the street, for me, I'm content because I'm confident that I can handle 99% of the danger that I could come across. I feel that way, and that's important to me for my own safety. You know, I don't know if a lot of people consider that or not. Confidence, it's important with everything. It's, you know, I mean, it's something that you gotta have confidence, or Simon's gonna make fun of you on American Idol.
Yeah, it's important in every facet of your life, because if you're not confident, you won't be able to get out the door, and if you do, you won't be able to function at any level at all. You really got to believe in you, and you got to believe in decisions you make, and you got to have peace with things. In 9/11, I think I told you that we were on that flight that was going from Boston to San Francisco the day before. We were on it on the 10th, and my wife and I, we got married that weekend, and we were stuck in San Francisco for the week. I woke up on September 11th with the time delay, put on the Today Show, and I seen what was going on, and we were stuck in San Francisco for the week and never got to Hawaii that time. And I remember being on the first flight back to Boston from San Francisco, and I felt bad to two Arabic guys, but everyone was really kind of staring them down and shit, and it was frightening on that airplane. It was complete silence the whole way. I mean, that's like a 5.5 or 6 hour flight, if I remember correctly, too. And it was eerie being on a plane right after 9/11.
It really was, dude. And I eyeballed people, too. You had to. I mean, if you saw people that looked like what they were telling you to be scared of, that had to go through your mind. You had to check them out, and you had to size them up. You had to kind of, in your mind, come up with a little bit of a plan. Okay, if this motherfucker pulls out a box opener, you know, I'm going to fucking, I don't know.
Break his windpipe.
I remember Jericho asking me, you know, at an arena, he goes, what would you do? You know, like, say something like that happens. He goes, I mean, I've tried to think, would you, like, take a pillowcase and put your shoes in it to try to make a weapon out of it? I'm like, you know, I mean, that's not a bad idea to have a little plan like that, you know, because you want to put the hurting down. And, of course, you know, the people are more expecting it now, so.
You don't have time. I mean, you just can't. You know what it is? You're responsible for your own survival in this world, whether it's in a physical nature, a mental nature, or being employed. You know, you are responsible for you, and confidence relates back to them. You want to be a Tigger or an Eeyore. Remember that guy
Eeyore. Awesome.
Remember that guy in the Flintstones, Schleprock?
Was that the boss?
We're doomed. We're never going to make it.
Well, of all the names. No, dude, I don't remember him. I remember the little alien.
No, the guy that was always.
That's right, Daddy.
The guy who was. You got to be positive, and it all comes with the confidence. I mean, you got to believe you can do anything. So if you can see it, if you can visualize it, and you can see it, you can achieve it, no matter what it is.
Unless you're a crazy person and you're delusional, right?
Exactly. I mean, yeah. I mean.
That goes without saying, though. Except for now I said it.
You got to really want something and just visualize it and see it and work your ass off to get it. I mean, that's the thing with The Secret's cool, except the one thing it's missing is work your ass off.
Yeah, but it's on there. I mean, the guy talks about how he uses a analogy of roots coming up, and they're just about to reach the surface, and then people give up, you know, before it's too, you know, and it was just about to happen. They got to start over. A lot of people say they want it and don't want to put any thought towards it or something. You're right, it's not emphasized a lot, I guess, but yeah, you know, make shit happen. I'm with you. I believe it. I'm going to try and take a caller. Boom. Dude, how are they going to know that I'm talking to them?
The 111. I guess just.
Hey, anything international comes in 0111.
Listen to you, Mr. Expert. I know, but I got three of those.
I'm a phoneaholic, bro. I'm a phoneaholic. You know that.
Okay.
What?
Hey, you're on RVD Radio. Say something. Go.
Hey, what are you? Am I in the air?
You are, but I'm curious how you know that I'm talking to you and not one of these other callers.
I don't know.
How'd you know?
They said I'm talking. I'm on the phone, but they don't answer. Hello.
Yes, man, you're on RVD Radio. Thanks for your patience, your persistence. It paid off. You got through.
Oh, yeah, I just wanted to call about the whole courage thing and having balls in this world. My name's Victor, by the way.
Okay, Victor. Nice to meet you.
No, I do the same, but I go to the horse races a lot. And that's like, to me, it takes confidence and balls, you know, to drop money when the wife's at home.
It takes confidence and balls to draw money while the wife's at home? Hello? I think he hung up.
I think this guy's calling in from a mental hospital.
Well, thanks for calling, Victor. We appreciate your call. Sorry, dude. That was Victor.
I don't want to talk to these cocksuckers, but you have to.
All right, so there's a bunch of oh, dude, we got a producer.
I see that.
Awesome. Woo! All right. Demos, man, thanks, dude. Oh, he says it was his fault. Okay, I'm guessing that Nikki asked you to be here and you weren't here. No problem, no sweat. But, let me refresh it. I mean, that's what I do. Let's see. Kabam! What happens with refresh? No information still. All right. Maybe you got to get that information, Demos. There's I see Officer X, and I see Demos, and I don't have any other info. Harry Slash, you were on mute, but now I just took you off. You got something to say?
Yeah, what about having confidence in others?
You know, it's funny. I looked up confidence in the dictionary, and it's like the third definition down before it even talks about your own self-awareness. It actually first refers to others. Confidence, you know, a belief that something's going to work out, or that basically you can count on something. It's right here. The feeling or belief that one can rely on someone or something, firm trust, or the state of feeling certain about the truth of something, or a feeling of self-assurance arising from one's appreciation of one's own abilities or qualities, or the telling of private matters or secrets with mutual trust. That's you tell somebody something in confidence. You know, I actually always wondered if that was the same word, so I'm glad I looked this up. Or one more. Oh, is there more than one more? Okay, there's one more. I'll do it. A secret or private matter told to someone under such a condition or trust. Well, that's kind of the same fucking thing. That's redundant. But, yeah, so confidence in somebody else, Mr. Harry Slash, I guess would refer more to your, more of your belief in somebody?
Trust.
Your trust in somebody.
Yep.
Okay, I mean, I'm just trying to think. For example, yes, I mean, my confidence in Sonya is total. I mean, I know that she's never gonna do anything that would hurt me, and you know, that's also my trust in her. It'd be the same. Isn't it kind of the same thing? You know, like if I'm confident Sonya can swim across the river and back, then that's kind of like my confidence in myself that I can do it. I mean, isn't that kind of like the same thing?
That's having.
Sonya's very confident in Wii bowling, by the way. she's very confident that she can beat everybody in Wii bowling.
Now,
right.
Okay, here's the thing. If you have confidence that someone can do something, it doesn't necessarily mean that the other person has the ability to do that.
Yeah, who's going through a windstorm? What the fuck?
Right here, bro.
Oh, is that you? Dude, I wonder who this one is. It just has one. What the fuck? I don't know. I'm muting that one. That's freaky. Oh, no, it won't let me mute it. That's really freaky. All right. Well, fuck, dude. I think I got Bruce Jingles on the line. I better go to him. What up, Brucey Bruce?
What's up, man?
Happy Wednesday.
Happy Wednesday.
Yay.
Here, hold on a second. I got something for you.
I just got to you, and you're going to put me on hold?
I know.
No.
I know. I know what to expect. I got stoner friends. I know you're going to do a bong rip on the phone.
I just did.
I know. And Sonya, Bruce stole our shit.
Who stole the fucking dope?
Who's that?
That was a very gratuitous soundbite, but you laughed, so it was all worth it.
Yeah, I'm getting ready to go to Botswana.
You are? Yeah, when are you leaving for Botswana?
No, actually it's Bosnia, but leaving on late Friday night.
Well, you know you're going to miss a very beautiful weekend here in Los Angeles.
Yeah, I know. I'm pissed off.
And you are going to perform some stand-up comedy?
Yes, sir, for the troops, because I'm a good American.
And you'll be funnier than you were on RVD TV when you sat on the coat?
Dude, I just saw it. It's fucking hideous.
Oh, you finally got to watch it?
God.
Did you get the password that my guy emailed you?
Yeah.
You didn't say nothing, you and the twins. I'm like, hey, so you guys know what paying dues is like. You're out there busting your ass, not getting paid, telling jokes for free. You got hopes. You'd be like, yeah.
Well, we were stuck, man. We were smoking out the whole day. And we were smoking your high-powered WWE former champion, ECW. I kick motherfuckers' ass for a living weed.
Thought you wanted to see how the pros do it, man. Maybe I misunderstood.
No, there's only like 3 people I've smoked with that have gotten me that high. It's one is you, the other is Tommy Chong, and the other dude is Snoop Dogg. So
Is there any other name dropping you'd like to do on our video?
Say that. Is there any more names you'd like to drop?
Yeah, and Sonya Van Dam.
Hey, hi to
with her. I'm gonna drop it.
Hey, so how long are you going to be there? What are you doing? You're going to be walking around shaking hands, telling jokes, acting like Samuel Jackson?
Yeah. RVD, motherfucker. Yeah. SVD, motherfuckers.
Yeah, in case you guys don't recognize the voice.
RVD, motherfucker.
Dude. Hey,
yeah, we're doing two shows.
2 shows. So then when will you be back?
I'll be back in like a week and a half. So, because the flight is like, the flight is like 20 hours. There's the 20-hour flight, and you like 3 different changeover or layovers.
Sweet. That sounds like a horrible experience. That's why I avoided it every chance that I had. But I hope that it's one of the best experiences of your life.
Yeah, I hope so too. I think I'm gonna have a good time.
Well, yeah, probably because you're gonna be bringing those pornos either way, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna take my favorites like whitechicks.blackmeat.com.
Just because you're hung like a moose doesn't mean you got to do porn.
What the hell is that?
Hey, listen to my newest soundbite, Bruce. You haven't heard? Oh, fuck, dude, it scrolled on me. It scrolls right when I'm gonna hit it. And listen to my newest one. I love this one.
There's nothing like that, penis breath.
I know that you can name that movie, Bruce.
I know that kid.
Is he really?
Dude, I can't think of the title of the movie. I know.
How fucking hard of a title is it, man? That's the easiest title ever. It can only be like 1 letter shorter.
Oh, damn it. Oh God.
Dude, what kind of sci-fi geek are you?
I'm baked. I'm totally baked.
You suck.
Hey, Sonya, how are you feeling?
I'm feeling great. Thank you very much.
Good. You're the toughest person I know. You kicked cancer's ass.
I did, and so did you, Bruce.
Yes, right. We should be the cancer champions. We should have the cancer belt.
I think so. Actually, I have a medal. When you finish your chemo at City of Hope, they give you a gold medal.
Mm-hmm.
It's very
gold.
My most.
So you're a gold medal winner.
I am.
Right on. Then
Word.
You're doing a movie, right?
Not at the moment. I mean, these are just for private showing. They don't leave the bedroom.
Everybody.
Oh, I'm sorry. I forget about that. We'll edit that later, maybe.
Is it a four corners match, or is it like a Hell in a Cell?
Just because you're hung like a moose doesn't mean you got to do porn.
So, anyway.
What's your movie project?
It's delayed until April, so I get back from France because we're wrestling over there. We got a tour de France in Switzerland and maybe Belgium, I don't know. Then we come back like April 3rd, and then movie start date is the fucking 14th of April. So basically I'll come back and I'll leave in about 8 or 9 days because I got to go there early to prep for it. And but anyway, that's plans. That's how it's supposed to be, and everything looks definite, but it got delayed from before because some shit fell through, and now they're doing it right through the banks instead of private financing, and they're following the meetings and everything, everything's looking good.
Right now.
Should be awesome, dude.
And the banks are shit right now, so you still got to wait for them and all that stuff.
Yeah, right. It's weird with the movie business. They got all these commitments, which are as good as money, I guess, because it's on paper, contract, international distributors. They commit that they're going to buy the product once it's made, so they take those papers to the bank, and then the bank, gives them the loan for it. And in Louisiana gives you like half your money back if you get your loan there as an incentive to shoot there. So a lot of movies are going to film there and stuff. And maybe after you get back from Botswana, maybe you can tour New Orleans.
I think it's fun. I think it's funny you call it Botswana because I want to do a comedy club in Africa. Seriously, and do the Chucklehead or something like that. It'll be fun.
Chucklehead. Why not? Hey, so check this out, dude. Contribute to our discussion. By the way, there's always back shit. We're always talking about a bunch of stuff, but the spine of today's show that we go back to is confidence. It's something that I, as a role model, would like to help install into people, because the more confident you go about throughout your day, the more you accomplish, the more you get out of life. And I truly believe that. A lot of people really don't believe in themselves. They never do. They're always like the other person that looks up to everybody else and thinks really low of themselves. And who the fuck wants to be that person? I hope anybody listening, if they think that about themselves, they think, yeah, well, that's me. I'm nothing special. I hope that they realize that sounds ridiculous to Rob Van Dam. Where I'm sitting, that sounds absolutely ridiculous. Hey, if Bruce Jingles can do it.
Amen to that. Amen to that.
So when you go up on stage, man, where do you get your confidence from to go up there, and say, fuck, I don't know if these people are going to laugh at me or not? Because that's something that obviously takes a lot of balls. Not in a physical way, like wrestling some 300-pound gorilla, in a cage match, but like when I did that first comedy show, I went up and did my first set at the Improv in Ontario. Booker T was with me, and he was like, man, I could never do that, man, fuck that. Well, here's Booker. He wrestles in front of 70,000, 80,000 people, but going up on stage and telling a few jokes, he wouldn't have the confidence to even give it a try. It's and I know people can relate to that. They know what I'm saying. So for you, where'd the confidence come from? Just making people laugh when you were a little kid?
Yeah, I was always like the class clown. Like I would get in trouble, but the teacher would be laughing. And the teacher wouldn't be mad, but he'd be laughing, and he had to send me to the principal's office and stuff. I was the clown, and I always watched comedy. So I was always performing like as a little kid and stuff, and I just put it off for a long time. And then by the time I turned 30, I promised myself, but the day I turned 30, I would do stand up. And then I entered a amateur contest at the Ontario Improv, and I won it. And it was the best. It's the best drug I've ever done, man, other than weed.
Right on.
I'm serious. It's just a rush. I mean, the rush of. And I got to ask you, did you get a rush? Your first set?
A rush.
And you performed in front of 75,000 people. You've done WrestleManias and all that stuff, but.
I wouldn't normally describe it as a rush. Maybe for me, the best way I can explain what I got out of it was I challenged myself. I had high expectations. I hoped not to fall short of it, and then everything went well. And then I was pleased that it went. That I passed my own test. If that makes any sense. I feel like Sheldon on The Big Bang Theory explaining it, like a logical robot, but.
Yeah, but I understand what you're saying. I mean, because it's like some people like think they can do it. It's not everybody can do it, as you've seen.
Dude, and they keep going up on stage anyway, and they won't stop. And it's like, well, how do they not know they suck that bad?
No, because you know why? It's because they bring their friends, and their friends don't have the heart to tell them anything.
You think that's kind of like on American Idol when they have the kids that like really suck bad and they're tone deaf and they're so shocked when they say horrible. It was horrible.
Yeah. That's the only episodes. Those are the only episodes I watched. Are the auditions. They're fucking hilarious.
That's usually all I watch too. For some reason, I've been hanging in with this one, dude. I don't know why.
Who do you like? Actually, me too. Who do you like? I like the dude with the glasses. Who's
He's awesome. Yeah, there's a lot of really good ones. I think the top 10 will be good. He's really good. I like that redheaded 16-year-old with the smoky voice.
Oh, the Latina?
I don't know, dude. They're all good. I just hate to see it when they cry and stuff because you watch it, you know. You think, fuck, they're just kids, man. How much pressure they be on, you know? But they're impressive though. A lot of times they even handle an ass chewing while they get out there and are told that they suck really bad, and they're like, well, it's up to America. Fuck you, judges.
Yeah, well, but I like Simon. But I like Simon because he tells the truth. Because too many people cater to him. And Paula, her pill-popping drunk ass is always, oh, you're great, you're great. You know? And then Randy's like,
don't let me mute him.
You got what it takes, dog. You know what I mean?
Don't let me mute him. Oh, they're not finally muted him. Yeah, you got what it takes, dog. Whatever you said. Did you say you got what it takes, dog?
Yeah, I'm doing Randy Jackson.
Oh.
You got what it takes, dog.
On the radio show.
All right. Hey, so, Mike from Buffalo, now that I got the names down, now that Demos has helped me out, you, sir, are on RVD Radio with Bruce Jingles, Officer X.
How's it going?
What's up, dude?
Hey, how's it going, everybody? Can you hear me all right?
Hey, loud and clear, man.
Good. Bruce Jingles, Officer X, and the one and only RVD.
Yeah. SVD's in the house, too. Expecting still many others to call in, and Justin, call it. Where's Justin?
I don't know.
Dude.
You know Justin. He might
have got taken hostage.
Hey, how's everything going?
Everything is going great, man. Here, text Sandman.
I already did.
Oh, you did? Okay. Yeah, dude. So I'm glad that I'm not in New York, man. It's expensive as hell to live in L.A., California, but the fact that the weather's so nice, I take the trash out just in my shorts and no shirt, it's worth it.
Yeah, amen.
Well, I'll tell you this, man. Today, up here in Buffalo, as you can always refer to the Burt Flickinger Center, but up here in Buffalo, we had a real good day. One of very few days. But
was it 30?
But it was a pretty good day. You know, it was a little sunny out, windy, but it was good nonetheless. But I have to say,
dude.
Man,
that's right, Daddy.
I gotta give you kudos, man, when you talk about the subject of confidence, man, because it's definitely that's a really deep subject right there, man. Because you know, some people just don't believe that they have it. Other people, they have it, and they just need someone to pull it out, or they, you know what I mean, or they just display it themselves.
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean. I remember when I was a real little kid, must have been like 6 probably, and I remember hearing for the first time, my mom telling another adult, Robbie is just fearless. He's not afraid of anything. And just hearing my mom say that, like, made it more true, you know, like if I didn't know that about myself already, I saw that that's the way I was perceived and I liked it, and it actually like made me grasp that about myself, that bravery, and run with it, and definitely like some people need it put out of them.
Exactly, and it's amazing, man, because it's like accolades and awards don't necessarily say that you've reached the pinnacle, but it's a guidepost that you're going in the right direction. Like, I'll give you a real good for instance. It's funny that the gentleman mentioned earlier about WrestleMania. And to me, WrestleMania 18, and I have to say this, tomorrow, March 12th, yours truly's 30th birthday. But I have to say this, as far as it being a birthday present, to see you wrestle, seeing Triple H come back, and I don't know if I'm supposed to mention that, but to see, you know, definitely you give that display, you know, that in and of itself was like real good confidence. Because, I mean, it's like, you know, it was your first event, you know, and performing to so, you know, more people than a little bit. It was just, you went out there, you performed well, and, you know, you took the Intercontinental title. You know, and that confidence propelled you, and I don't care what anybody says, man, you know. And, you know, from me to you, it's like, honestly, looking at you and looking at some of the other wrestlers, you have definitely made a mark ahead of your time. And I'll say this, if I could say this, if I could see a WrestleMania match, a real good caliber match, you know, if this one was to make its real true impact, aside I don't know if you know who the headline is right now, but I would
not really, dude. But I appreciate everything that you're saying, man. I remember WrestleMania in Detroit right before I left. I knew I was on my way out. I already knew I was looking forward to my contract expiring. But we were in Detroit, and it was the ECW originals versus the New Breed. And those guys, the New Breed, they were so fucking nervous before the match. And when someone's nervous when they go out there, then that's not good, because that's when people can get hurt. That's when shit can get fucked up and stuff. Nerves are the enemy to the performer. We all got to learn to overcome that adrenaline, because it fucks with your coordination, your mind, makes you forget words if you're talking. Whatever the deal is, but that's just a fact. We try not to be nervous, but man, I remember going around to all them guys, the Vampire Dude and everyone, Striker and all them. I was like, dude, are you all right? Come on, man, let's go out there. It's just like another night. We do this every fucking night, and they were so nervous because it was WrestleMania and there was so many people in the arena. And it's, for me, for everybody, it's all about balance, and that's, I definitely had the balance of it. I would fear that I'm going to let myself down. That's what I would be afraid of. Before the curtain would open up, I'd be afraid that maybe I would get winded. That was always my fear. That's why I warm up, I'm jogging, I'm kicking, I'm doing push-ups. I'm always trying to stay warm, because going out there and not having enough energy and having to, what we call, be blowed up, that is the worst feeling ever. And, it doesn't happen to me. I don't get blowed up when I'm out there, but I'm always afraid that I will be, so I'm always like really stretching my lungs out, making sure I keep the blood flowing through and everything. And that's what's going through my mind before I go out there and stuff. I know I'm going to have a kick-ass match, no problem about that. Sometimes if I want to try something that's really extra special and risky, like jumping up and landing on the top rope with both feet without using my hands, something really crazy like that, well, then there's a little extra pressure. Like, fuck, I hope I don't fuck that up. But most of that shit, I save for very special occasions, like the Van Terminator. But confidence, man, you got to approach everything with confidence no matter what you do. I wish I would have had more confidence when I was a kid, like in school. I wish I would have been more confident, talking to girls, or even talking to adults as a kid. When you're a kid, you're like scared of an adult. An adult you don't even know can come up and say, hey, give me your lunch, and you have to. It's an adult, you don't know no better. At least I didn't. You learn everything. But Bruce Jingles, man, he used to take my lunch money every day.
Yeah, I would make like, people didn't pick on me because I would make them laugh. So it was like, I talked more to adults than I did kids. I noticed that too. I didn't go outside much. I just stayed in the house and read comic books. And then,
sweet, dude. Right on, man. You had a wonderful childhood.
Yeah. I got to see some great comic book storylines in first printing, like the Dark Knight and all that crazy stuff.
Did you see the fucking
Watchmen? Yeah. Did you?
I didn't see it yet. Did you like it?
You read the comic book, right?
Did you love it?
I love it. Yeah, they did a good.
I heard it was really good.
But here's my thing on it. People don't know what they're getting into, because you read the comic, you read the graphic novel. It's not. They're expecting the Dark Knight. It's not the Dark Knight. It's its own entity, and people are already complaining about it.
Yeah. All right. Well, anyway, the fucking previews for Wolverine's movie, the Weapon X, that looks pretty awesome.
Yeah. I wonder if they're going to have Vindicator, because that's where, or the character that Vindicator.
I heard Officer X is trying to get royalties for the movie Weapon X. Is that true, Officer X?
If they'll pay me, I'll take it.
Hey, did you see the footage yet of that cop beating the shit out of the 15-year-old Officer X?
Yeah, I emailed it to you last night. I found it somewhere, and I emailed it to you.
Oh, that's right. That's where I read it. The story on it. Okay. No, we talked about it last week, but he hadn't seen the footage.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay, that's right. So, yeah, the cop was a bad cop anyway, with big surprise. Turns out he got caught drinking and driving while he was suspended for fucking, I can't remember what he got suspended for, something shitty. You remember?
The same cop that beat up the girl?
Yeah. Yeah, hey, so what about this, man? What about the Chris Brown Rihanna situation?
They're making a song together now.
How ridiculous is that?
No, it's a big fucking work is what it is. I mean, Jesus.
Dude, yeah, I saw her face. That was no work. It's Whitney Houston, Bobby Brown. I mean, like, you know, because I'm sure you see a lot of domestic dispute cases when you're on patrol. I'm sure that's a lot of what you do. I'm not sure, actually, but I'm going to assume. And anyway, I'm moving forward. You know, they stay with them. The women stay with the guy when they beat the shit out of him, and it's so stupid. And I just get so angry when I see that guy. You know, I think that's someone who should be in jail. We talked before about who really belongs in a cage, you know, and is dangerous out there in society. It's someone like that. I'm sure he's just as innocent as OJ.
No, he's a first-rate punk because you don't do that stuff. I mean, walk away. Nothing's worth getting involved with that crap for. But she's an idiot too, because it's not like she's stuck in some codependent relationship where she's got 4 kids and needs his money to live.
14 kids.
Yeah.
Hey, I heard a rumor on the internet that Bruce Jingle was the father of 3 of the Octomom's kids. Is that true?
No, hell no. I hate that. I can't stand her.
Now, Bruce, do you feel like since you're black that you should defend Chris Brown?
Hell no. I think I should beat that little butterscotch Negro's behind.
I wish you would.
That'd be a great celebrity boxing match.
Are you serious? I would fuck him up. I can't stand him. You know.
I didn't even know who he was before this, but yeah, he definitely brings out an anger in me.
No, here's my thing. And she had bites. He was fucking biting her. What is he, fucking Blade?
I know, right? And he headlocked her and like fucking had her in a chokehold and bit her ear, dude.
But you know what the worst part is, dude? I'll tell you what. That's not the last beating she's going to get from him if she stays.
Oh, hell no.
It's going to get worse, too.
Mm-hmm. It's going to go like the 21st Ike and Tina, dude. 21st century Ike and Tina, I'm telling you.
Dude, they made a song together. I hope that her fans boycott her instead of this winning him over. You know what I mean? That's just crazy.
Nickelodeon still got them up for some award. It's on a kids channel. It's insane.
No, they dropped
Nickelodeon. He backed out of his Nickelodeon appearance, and they were saying Nickelodeon should have canceled him first. You know, whatever. I'm gonna go to Katie and Mindy in North Carolina. They sound more appealing than Officer X's Massachusetts nonsense. All right, Katie and Mindy in North Carolina, can you hear me, ladies?
No, it's not late.
Oh, of course. Now, why just say Katie and Mindy and there's not any girls on there? No. Oh, is that who that is? I don't know. Hold on.
Good, hello. Yeah.
This is fucked up. All right, anyway.
The producer messed up horribly.
Yes, he did.
It's the 2 people it usually is, Rob.
Yes, it is, Rob.
How are you doing tonight?
Fine, thanks.
Fine.
Awesome,
kind of funny.
man.
I was laughing
Enjoying the
hard
show?
at the beginning of that, but it was kind of funny.
Yeah.
I knew
Dude, yeah, man. So we got Bruce Jingles on the line and Officer X, and hey, Sabu's supposed to call in too. He sounded like he understood. Well, now you're being ridiculous. Bruce, it's your turn to ask them a question. We're doing like a reverse.
I'll just say it this way: confidence is not a problem with either one of us. I mean, I attribute that to being fans of you, but it's really not a problem with either one of us.
We're still talking about confidence.
Who are these hillbillies?
Yeah, man.
That's true too.
That's good. This is kind of
hey, what's the question you would always wanted to ask a real live comedian, soon to be Botswana Beast?
I have no fucking idea.
Oh, Lord. That might get edited or beeped.
JMC, what up, dude?
What up, brother? How's it going?
Awesome.
Oh.
Who the hell you?
Ollie just got in the hizzy.
Oh, well.
Yeah,
in the
awesome.
Hizzle.
Yeah, all right, thanks for calling from North Carolina. Thought it was Katie and Mindy. Hey, baby. You got to talk more because it's all dudes on the line tonight. And
Yeah.
It's a sausage fest.
Yeah.
It is. It's like,
usually, like, you talk some, and then Nikki talks some, and then there's at least.
No Nikki Heyman tonight.
No, wait.
Terribly.
No, that's Nikki, Blog Talk Radio, Nikki producer. Nikki Heyman's actually right here. What's up, Nikki Heyman?
Hey, Sandmeister, how you doing?
Awesome. Officer X just tested your appearance.
Well, I appreciate him hawking me for your show. I was glad that you put me through. I was going to say that you yourself had given me a vote of confidence, Rob, some years ago.
Awesome. Let's hear about that wonderful, inspirational story.
All right. This was in Dayton. This was back in 2004. The Rise and Fall of ECW had just come out, and there was a big autograph session in Dayton, Ohio. It was supposed to be Paulie and Taz. My boyfriend and I had come down there. I had to get out of work to attend the session. Now I'm going to get fired on Monday. We got there about 10 minutes early. We're getting ready to get in line. There was a limo parked out in front of the mall. And I thought, we're early. We thought, okay, Paulie and Taz haven't gone inside yet. We're walking up. The limo door opens. Out pops you, and I believe Sonia and one other gal.
Did our car smell like a cloud of pot?
We weren't that close.
Okay,
but
probably not.
But I was walking up. I was already all dressed up. I had the whole uniform on. You spotted me. You walked over and said, "Hey, Paulie Heyman, how you doing?" And you shook my hand.
Dude, I'm pretty cool.
Yeah.
But that gave me the confidence that I had done the costume correctly, just so that we could go inside and watch Paulie turn about 40 shades of red when he sees a chick dressed up as him walking up to his table.
Yeah.
RVD, motherfucker!
Right on. Well, that's awesome. That's a very confidential story. So, Justin Sano just joined us, ladies and gentlemen. Because there are ladies out there besides Katie and Mindy from North Carolina.
There are women listening to this show. It's not just me, and it's not just SVD. Sonia, love you, dear.
Love you, Nikki.
Right on. Love you, Nikki. Justin Sano loves you, Nikki. And Officer X, and he was asking about you. Say something to Nikki real quick, Officer X.
What's
you
up?
Pulled her into the ring. What happened?
Nikki, you coming to Allentown for that big signing, Nikki?
That's on the 28th, right?
28th.
Yeah, if I can get the money together. Right now I'm a little off of work, so I'm not pulling the paycheck. If I can put the money together. Hey, Rob, can I borrow about $100?
Everything that guy just says is bullshit. Thank you.
All right.
Try.
Hopefully Nikki Heyman will make it down there, Officer X. Plug that appearance so people can see it. Say hi to Justin McCully.
What up, Officer X? How you doing,
bro?
I miss you, man.
How you doing? Hey, March 28th, Officer X and JMC's favorite wrestler from the 70s, Bob Backlund at Hardcore Reunion in Allentown, Pennsylvania. www.wrestlingmarks.com.
That gets my endorsement, dude. That is awesome.
Yeah, and we're gonna hook you up with a gift from that JMC.
Dude, I'll be so stoked. Please let Mr. Backlund know I'm a huge fan, dude. As I said the other night, but I don't think you liked it very much. Anytime you tell one of these old timer wrestler guys you're a fan of theirs when you were a kid, they get all butthurt for some reason. I don't know what it is. I kind of know what it is, I guess, but I think it's funny.
Hey, so what? Oh, you sent Sandman a text?
Yes, I did.
Okay. Hey, this time, if he doesn't call in, it is because he's too drunk.
Yeah. Would you like me to text him again?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, might have to call him. Maybe might have to call him from another phone.
Okay, I can do that.
And maybe Sabu too. We'll text Sabu.
What are we talking about, dude?
Dude, listen, we're talking about a bunch of shit, you know, but mainly the subject on the table, confidence.
Confidence.
Yes, AMC.
Confidence is something I know a lot about.
Yeah.
It's hard. It's hard to be confident in today's world, and especially in things like you know we do in the sports that we do in the arenas that we perform in. And confidence is everything. Without it, I don't really think you can succeed in anything that you do. And so it's something I look at, especially like with my daughter Alexandria. It's something I try to instill in her quite often is confidence. And you know, even if you fail, don't let that break your confidence. You know, failure's, you know, how we learn to get back up and how we learn to succeed. And so it's hard to have confidence through failure, but I think that's the most important thing.
We're not saying like if you're a shy person that you suck, but to be a dream chaser and to really make the life that you want, I mean, you kind of got to come out of your shell. You kind of got to envision and believe that you can do something, and that's, you know, confidence is a belief that you can do it. And that's, you know, a lot of people lack in that, and a lot of people look up to other people like they have a power over them because they're confident, you know, and everybody in certain things. I mean, I'm very comfortable in my field of what I do professionally because of experience, because I put so much time. Harry Slash is going to tell you about Backlund's story. I'll get to you. Oh, you're not even on mute, by the way, Harry. I usually have you on mute. Say something.
Okay, I've been quiet all night.
Okay, I know. Hold on a second.
What's up, Harry? I
have a short attention span, so let me try and finish. Oh, it might be too late. Anybody? Tag? But anyway, be confident. Go ahead. Tell them the Bob Backlund story.
We were doing a show, I think it was in Poughkeepsie, New York. It was the same show Johnny Rods came down to. Bob Backlund came to the show. He was backstage. He said hello to everybody. He was talking to Paul about possibly doing something in ECW, which is kind of weird. And Paul said, yeah, we'll talk after the show. During a match, I think...
That's right, Daddy.
Yeah, it was during, I think it was Kid Cash, CW. Some match was in the ring. All of a sudden, Bob was in the audience on hard camera arguing with a fan and starting a fight with the fan. We didn't know that he planted his own fan in the audience to fight with.
Yeah.
And he ended up getting choked out by Ronnie Lang from Atlas Security.
Oh, no. Atlas Security went and took Bob Backlund out. Hey, Officer X, ask Bob if he remembers that.
No, he talks about that story in that promo he cut for the show. He says, because there's so many ECW guys doing this thing. He said last time he went to ECW, they threw him out of the building.
Yeah, but he wasn't walking.
Yeah. He wasn't. Hey, if you want to come to that thing in Danbury, Harry, let me know after the year, and you're all set. We're doing one there with tonight on the 27th.
What is that, in Connecticut?
Yeah, Dan, that's close to you, right? Danbury, Connecticut.
Yeah, cool, man. We'll talk off the air.
I'll get your email from Rob later.
Okay.
Oh, awesome. So now I get to play Cupid and hook you guys up.
You're hooking up.
Bro.
All right. Well, listen, Justin Sano.
Yo.
Glad you're here.
Me too.
Also, we're joined by Fonzie Daddy.
What's up, Daddy? RVD Radio.
Yeah, man. Fucking, you know how it is. It's always another good show. Hey, by the way, Demos, at the end of every show, Nikki always instant messages me and says, wow, great show. You're awesome and you rock. So make sure and keep that in mind in about a half hour, 40 minutes or so. How you doing, Fonzie?
I'm doing great. Life is good, Daddy. Hello to Harry Slash, Officer X, the Indian Princess, Insane Justin, you know, all the boys. RVD getting ready to go to Paris, Daddy.
Yeah, we're Monday we take off, so this is going to be the last RVD radio show live from Rob Van Dam anyway for a few weeks.
When are we back on the air? What day do we? How long are you in Paris? I mean, France.
Well, when I get back, as long as everything keeps moving forward the way it is, I will go right to filming this movie, Wrong Side of Town, which got delayed till April. So I'm actually going to be busy for a couple months, as long as everything goes the way it looks like it's going to go. So we might not do the show for a little bit, but I don't know, man. Officer X was talking about possibly doing the show. He actually wanted to know, he was going to talk to you and see if you wanted to do it with him, and Nikki Starr was talking about doing it. I just want to let you guys know you're not doing me any favors. If you want to do it, fuck yeah, why not? But I really don't care, like if it's just archives or dead, nothing time, listen to someone else, whatever happens. But we'll definitely notify you when you're back, and that's something, you may or may not be interested in.
Right on, Daddy.
I think Fonzie would be a great guest host.
Oh, I just heard, hey, by the way, I just heard, excuse me, but Bruce, man, you catch me with your secondhand smoke over here. I just heard from Dave he can't get through because the lines are so busy. I looked down. Holy shit, we got a lot of calls. I should try and go through them, but I'm going to go with this one here. What up, Sabu? Speak. No? It's 517, isn't it, Sabu? Sabu's brother? 517. No? Sabu?
Mochi. No Sabu?
Get him, wake him up for me, Fonzie. You know how it goes.
Hey, Daddy, Sabu, get up. Come on, Daddy.
we'll get back to
ringing your bell.
We'll give him a minute. We'll go back to him real quick. Michael Porter calling from California. Wrestle Shoot. Been waiting on hold for like an hour and a half. What's up, Michael Porter?
No, not a whole lot, Rob. Can you hear me? I'm trying out my new toy, my little headset and microphone. Can you hear me all right?
Personally, I think it sounds fantastic. Justin Sano?
I think it sounds orgasmic.
That's right, Daddy.
Lovely.
Dude, we all agree, man. You sound like $1 million.
Well, thanks a lot. Hello, everybody.
Yeah, have confidence that you sound great. Hello, you.
I'm going to have confidence on Sunday when the one and only, the whole fucking show, Rob Van Dam, joins yours truly, Michael Porter, on Michael Porter's Wrestle Shoot.
Is that a plug?
Where do they find it, dude? You didn't even tell them where to find it. Where do you find Wrestle Shoot?
Okay, it's on www.blogtalkradio.com/Michael Porter's Wrestle Shoot. And there's no apostrophe in the Porters, just all one word. I'll type it up on the chat room here momentarily. But, Rob, I want to thank you so much for getting back to me and allowing me to have you on this Sunday. As a lot of people know, Rob was originally scheduled on Wrestle Shoot on January 25th, but a couple days before that, he emailed me and said that he had to cancel. He had an emergency, and we all found out later what that emergency was. He had to be the surprise entrant in the Royal Rumble with WWE.
Even Sunday, Michael.
Yeah, we can talk about that and anything. I always tell people when I'm doing interviews, ask me whatever the fuck you want. If you never heard one of my interviews, I'm a very candid person. I don't hold back. I don't hide it. And if it's something I don't want to talk about, I very creatively talk around it. I'm good like that. I have a lot of confidence that this interview, as far as I'm concerned, as far as my part goes, I'm going to nail it. It's going to be great. So if it sucks, it's all on you. That's the confidence I have in me.
Well, I've got the confidence. This is probably going to be my biggest show yet. My biggest show so far was the one I had with Sid Vicious. So I had an awful lot of downloads on that one. But I've got a feeling that this Sunday show is going to be so much better, more downloads, more live listeners, more chat room visitors, and we're going to get a lot of callers, too, for you.
Great.
So, I hope you guys...
Sabu, are you going to listen to the Wrestle Shoot interview on Sunday?
Pardon me?
Sabu, are you going to listen to the Wrestle Shoot interview on Sunday?
I'll try.
Come on, Sabu.
I'm still walking home from the gym.
But my show is on at 11 a.m. Pacific, 2 p.m. Eastern this Sunday.
Okay, I'll try.
All right. And if you can, we'll give out the number. Maybe you could call in and say something.
Okay, I can do that.
Yeah, I'm not callers or anything. You know, I don't want to be name dropping when I write my recap of the show, but it's going to be great. And I am confident it's going to be my number one show to date on Michael Porter's Wrestle Shoot.
That's right, Daddy.
What's the pay?
What's the pay? Awesome, man. Well, dude, thanks for calling in. Hey, wait, 813. Is he already? Who is that? Sorry, hey, Fonzie, Sandman said he was going to call in, so I'm watching for a call coming in from Florida. When's the last time you talked to Sandman, Fonzie?
It's been several months. I saw him in Philly at one of the shows I did. It's been a while. It's been about 6 months.
Right on. When's the last time you talked to Sabu?
It's been a long time, Sabu. I would love to.
You talked to him last week on RVD Radio because I heard it.
Oh, yeah, he was real lively. Hey, Sabu, what's going on, Daddy?
Not much, brother.
I'm starving down here. Fly me up and let's run the Cobalt Arena. That's right, Daddy.
Okay.
We'll sell it out.
I'm frozen right now.
Sabu.
Yes.
We're talking about confidence tonight, dude. Like, before you go out in the ring and you're all homicidal and suicidal and genocidal and shit, how do you get the confidence to go out there and do that in front of all them people and shit?
I can't explain it.
Is this something that you've always had? Are you confident, or are you?
It's something I always had. Something I always had.
Sabu, I got Justin McCully in the RVD Radio studio. How does that make you feel?
Oh, I'm still cold.
Yeah, I'm very grateful that I don't live somewhere cold.
Amen. Cold sucks my balls off.
Hey, Bruce, man, there's someone else calling from your area code, man. What's up with that?
I don't know. Maybe I have no idea.
Might be one of your fans, dude.
Maybe.
It's probably the fan.
Yeah. Oh, all right. Cool, man. Well, Michael Porter, we'll talk to you on Sunday. He's going to put the information in the chat room. And there's Harry. We talked to Nikki. I got all these. Oh, I don't even remember who I talked to already. Did we already talk to that guy? Yeah, we did.
I'm walking in my house right now.
Are you really? Are you going to let us go and call us back, or are we going to go in the house with you?
No, the phone comes with me.
Oh, okay. All right, hey, Wayne from Chicago, man. Is it as cold up there as Sabu says, or is he full of shit?
Man, it's freezing, man. It was actually like 55 yesterday, and then now it just, within a matter of 24 hours, it just dipped, man. It happens out here all the time.
I'm so glad I'm not there.
Yeah. Now, what you were talking about with the prices of the houses out in Los Angeles, and you say it's worth it, I can't disagree with you. You get what you pay for, right?
Yeah, that's how I feel, man. I was thinking that earlier today. It's so warm and nice here, and if I was on the road with WWE, I mean, I miss being in the ring a little bit, but I sure don't miss having to be in all those towns I don't want to be in, especially way up in Canada and in the territories, islands up there, and then you leave from there to go overseas, and it's like being part of the circus, right, Sabu? You're just on the road.
Exactly.
Hey, Rob, I had a question. I like your show. I've loved you as a wrestler, and it's not just because of the character that you portrayed. Is when I was used to watch wrestling back in the day when it was good, you know, I looked at you and you portrayed yourself as always as the good guy, you know, and you bring this character to the show right now and every week, a couple times a week that you do it, and you do a great job. You are the person that you have made yourself out to be. There's no denial in that.
I appreciate that. I mean, I own up to the fact that I have a lot of people that I can a lot of people that I can impact. You know, whether they read my blogs or if they listen to what I say. Even just in the ring when I wrestle, so many people I found would get motivated by me. Somehow it would help them through, you know, troubles in their life. So when I could actually start talking and expressing things that I believe in, it became very important to me, the direction that I'm seen in, you know. So, but it's all real and it's all true, and that's the number one thing, is I want everyone to know that I'm genuine.
And you let people know that somebody like yourself with the professional background that you have in the career choice that you have made, you do have a set of opinions, and you do bring great stuff to the table day in and day out. And you know, and I just had a question for you. Well, actually, let me give you my input on the confidence deal. I like the topic that you chose today. I happen to be a troop, and the level of confidence that sits within me is basically the support from the people. Every time you're out in public, you get a thank you or good luck to you, or, you know, just watch your back. And the best thing about it is you get the last generation of the Vietnam vets, you know, when you're out at a bar, and the stories that you hear, it kind of gives you awareness as to what to expect. And those are the types of ideas that I get to put confidence within me to go out there and do what I have to do.
Dude. That's fucking awesome. And we all, I'm sure, you know, like things I looked up to, martial arts movies, wrestling, all my heroes that I had as a kid, you know, I look up to them in the way that they treated other people and handled situations. And yeah, that helped definitely for me to get the confidence that I needed. And then definitely after proving to myself, that's where the real confidence comes, is like, I know I feel comfortable in a situation because I've been in every situation. I've now been on the planet long enough to feel from experience that that's where a lot of my confidence comes from. Justin McCully, let's say you got a fight coming up. Yep. Now, with UFC and the whole MMA, that wasn't around when I was a kid. You know, like I remember when I was 18, I wanted to fight everybody. Sure. Everybody, man. The way that we did it, you know, I wanted to be able to kickbox, have the kick and the gloves and get in the ring. And anyway, but now for MMA, when you say you want to fight anybody, that means anybody. I mean, you're fighting people that think they're the toughest guys in the whole fucking world, whether they're from Japan or Iran or fucking England or wherever the fuck they're from, all over the world, Brazil, of course. And so when you when you are ready to, you know, test your skills and find out, you know, if you have what it takes to be against this other guy, when both of you are jockeying for the position of toughest in the whole fucking world, where do you get the confidence to do that from? Because it seems like experience has to be a big factor, because you're comfortable in your own shoes, but you're stepping up there with someone each time that, like I said, man, they're of such extreme caliber.
Well, it's you know, that's an awesome question, and it's very difficult, and every situation presents a different task. You know, you're always fighting a guy with a different style, and every fighter's different, and styles make fights. So when you go into these fights, your confidence comes from knowing that your style is going to match up with these guys really well, and having practiced the techniques that you'll be using against somebody of that style time and time again in the gym, and gaining the confidence of knowing that it's in your body, and you've put it into your mind and made it second nature, so that when you're in the situations and the scenarios present themselves in the ring, in the moment-to-moment reality of the combat, you make the right decision and your body reacts properly, and you end up, you know, hopefully finishing the fight or doing whatever move you might be doing, or trying to maybe take just control of the other fighter and control of the clock and different things like that. There's different ways to strategize a victory. It's not always just by knocking your opponent out or submitting him. Sometimes you want to try to wear the clock down and outpoint him and counter-strike him and not let him take you down. And so your confidence comes from coming up with a good game plan, having the right training partners, having the right training camp, and doing your due diligence, you know, doing your road work, doing your calisthenics, and everything that goes along with, and your nutrition, you know, strengthening your body, keeping yourself healthy, and doing all the proper things in the gym to get yourself out in that ring in the best shape and in the best healthy body you can. and put on a good performance. But the confidence comes from inside too. I mean, you can do all those things and still feel very unconfident or very nervous, anxiety. You get anxiety attacks and things like that the days of the fight. It's really, really hard to deal with. And
breathe, Justin, breathe. You're gonna have an anxiety attack.
I know. Sometimes when I talk about this stuff, I get really passionate because obviously I've been doing this for 12 years of my life, and it's very, very deep, deep inside my soul. Getting ready for these combats is everything in life. You spend 8 weeks of your life sacrificing, going away from your family, and things people wouldn't normally do. All for the sake of combat and glory and proving, like RVD was saying, that you're one of the top dudes in the world. Your hand will be raised with the top echelon of fighters, and not too many people on this planet will ever get to put themselves in that category. They'll never, ever, ever get to feel what we felt, and so it's a great honor, and those things give you confidence as well. Once you've achieved those things, what up, Matt Denton? Once you once you achieve those things, it gives you confidence too. You can know that you can walk in your own skin, and you've achieved the things that you wanted to do. You went out there, you set some goals, you made it to the arena, and win, lose, or draw, you came out with a lesson in life, and you found out some truth about yourself. And once we find out the truth about ourselves, we can feel confident in who we are because we know we'll make the right decisions. Right, RVD? That's my one. That's my one to go on. That's my one to grow on for right now. But and while I have the floor, if I could, RVD, one more time. But this is actually on a very, very sad note. It's a very, very sad note, and a lot of people might know where I'm going with this. But there's a false confidence that we get sometimes, and false confidence can come from many things. It can come from substances like alcohol, and sometimes we like to drive our cars on alcohol, and we get very confident that we can drive fast and do crazy maneuvers and pull them off. And unfortunately, we lost a good friend in the MMA world last night, Charles Mask Lewis from the Tap Out clan. He was driving his car in Newport Beach last night, racing a Porsche, and ran his Ferrari into a light pole and ripped. That's
that guy.
Yeah, he ripped his Ferrari in half and died on the scene. The girl he was driving in the car with got ejected from the car, and she was rushed to the hospital. The other car, the Porsche, just drove away, and the cops followed him home and arrested the guy, and so he's being held on $1 million bail. But a sad story nonetheless, and point being, don't let alcohol give you false confidence into believing you can road race and drive, because that's a confidence nobody wants to have. All right, I'm done. RVD.
All right, man. What up, Matt Denton from Great Britain?
What's up, Rob?
What's up, man? You hung in there. You were persistent, and bam. Yeah, Sonia says you bitched in the chat room enough, so now you're on the air with Bruce Jingles.
Who?
How's it going?
I'm British. I don't know who the fuck he is.
Yeah, we don't know who he is here in America either, but apparently in Botswana he's a big star.
Awesome. So what's up?
Bombay, Michigan. My bad. Hey, actually, Matt, all the way from Great Britain, and you got not only Bruce Jingles, you got Sabu, you got Fonzie, you got Justin McCully, and also just patching through right now, the owner of the now condemned Dominion Mansion, Dave DeFalco.
Oh my.
Have they got the masterpiece on the line?
No, dude, I don't have. I've got no.
I got a masterpiece right here for you.
No, apparently the masterpiece has not been seen since last time he was in the construction site at the Dominion Mansion 2 weeks ago.
He was at the construction site today, as a matter of fact, and I must say he was pretty horrified at what he saw. So I just was hoping I was going to get him on the line to, verify.
I hit some more shit other places.
Well,
hey guys, Justin didn't get to hear the show before. You guys mind, maybe going through a little bit of the dialogue real quick?
Get to him, Mr. Mad.
Dave, you got Sabu on the line. You got Fonzie. You got Justin McCully. You got SVD, motherfucker.
Yeah.
And
RVD, motherfucker!
Officer X.
Bullshit.
I'd like to make an official.
Bruce Jingles. You got Bruce Jingles too.
How are you?
Bruce Jingles. Oh, I know Bruce.
Oh, it's Bruce.
Who stole the fucking dope?
What?
Who's shit in the fucking sink?
Actually, I mean, I know you wrestlers are on big diets and everything, and I completely appreciate that. I have to go through that myself to a certain degree, but I mean, this was like carnage beyond belief. I mean, I don't know. I don't know how it happened, and it literally blew through 2 floors and out the back wall of the lower level. And
yeah, that was definitely me.
No exaggeration. Look, it may not have been Sabu. I'll give him the benefit of the doubt.
No, it was me.
It was
me. I loved it.
Well, I know he was detoxing or doing something here, so it was,
I loved it.
Potentially the end result of something devastating like that, but
it's great.
Yeah, the house is officially condemned. It's a construction zone. Unfortunately, I don't have the money to repair the place at this time, so it is.
That's too bad. You have a camera?
Yeah, I got a camera.
Take pictures?
Like a colonoscopy camera?
Very funny, RVD. Let me come over to your house and, blow from one toilet through to the lower level and see how funny it is.
Oh shit!
Brother, I didn't do that. Come on.
Does it look like your sauna, man?
Oh my God! It must have. It must have looked like the RVD sauna now after that car drove through it last week.
Yeah, I did that too.
Dude, you can see that on RVD Radio. Hey, Sabu, I told you about that or no?
Yeah, you told me. I did that too.
Oh, you did that too? Okay. Hey, Fonzie, a car drove through my sauna, Daddy.
No way.
Yeah, it's on RVD TV right now. The aftermath destruction, but yeah, it fucking went through our yard and went right through the sauna, and we're still all fucked up right now. Car parts all over. It's crazy. It fucked up our peacefulness for a minute, but nobody was hurt.
Was the guy drunk or something?
It was a high school girl.
No, he shit in the sink.
It was a high school. Oh my God.
Hey, so Matt Denton, did you bring a question or a comment for anybody since you've been bitching in the chat room that you've been on hold?
Yeah, I do.
JMC.
JMC, did you watch the Gonzaga fight on Saturday?
I know. Dude, I love that sound clip, Matt. Thanks for that. But ask Justin that question again, but tell him that he's only got a 30 to 45 second time limit to answer it because the show is almost over and he will hijack the phone.
All right. You've got 40 seconds to describe to me the Gonzaga fight from Saturday.
Well, let's see. Gonzaga comes out, takes a good early control, bitch slapping Carwin around. Carwin jumps up and says, "Nobody treats me like that." Pow! And punched him right in the face and knocked him flat on his face and then beat him up a little bit more. Ref pulled him off. Nothing else to say about it. I thought it was, a lucky punch, if you will, but hey, there's no real lucky punches. They're just punches, and he threw it at the right time. Gonzaga left his face in the wrong spot, and down he went. And I think it sucks for me because I hold a loss to Gonzaga. I really wanted Gonzaga to win the fight. My stock goes up, he wins, I look better. And I really wanted to have Gonzaga in a rematch, so I was hoping he'd win that fight so it could work out. Unfortunately, it's not going to work out now, but I'd like to see Carwin in the future. I would love to see Carwin in the future, get in the ring with him. I like my chances with him. I know I'm faster than he is, more accurate than he is. And if Gonzaga got to him like that with his hands, I'll destroy him. So it'd be fun. Andy from Cucamonga, what's up?
Watch out for his sake.
Hey.
Oh.
RVD, I just wanted to say it's an honor to talk to you, man. You are such an inspiration to me.
And I what was that?
What are you jacking up?
And
no. I was just taking a toke, man. But
appreciate that, dude. Glad
yeah, dude.
Always happy to inspire.
But
brother. God bless you.
Anyway, yeah, Sabu, you're awesome too. I've been following your guys' careers for many years.
Hey, what about Fonzie? He's awesome too.
Yeah, Fonzie's fucking rad, dude. That's right, Daddy.
That's right, Daddy. This is Rob's on us. Happy ending.
Let's do the Sandman.
Fonzie rules.
Feeling RVD's thunder and complimenting Sabu. What's up with that?
Yeah, what's up with that? Faggot.
Oh, God. Hey, Justin, I got a question for Justin McCully.
Okay. Please give him a 30-second time limit with your question.
No, he can take as long as he wants on this one. Justin, you know me and you know Sabu. Who do you think would win in a no-holds-barred steel cage match?
God.
The Demon against Sabu.
Wait, who is this again?
On the payday.
You know what, bro? How many matches do you have under your belt again, Dave?
Well, I have a lot of street fights, so.
All right.
Of course, I would
I'm
win.
talking about a shoot match. I'm not talking about a
Sabu, how many matches do you have?
Again?
How many matches do you have, Sabu? How many matches do you have in your life? Can you count them? Thousand?
At least 1,000.
And we're talking about a steel cage match. Does anything go? Thumbtack, chairs, barbed wire, cables, flamethrowers, whatever?
A shoot match. Not forget the barbed wire, and that's all. None of that. A shoot match in a steel cage.
So put you almost $5,000.
You know what? I think, honestly, I don't know, dude. Dave, are you all talk, bro? Would you really fight him? Because this is Sabu we're talking about, dude. Are you really serious?
Yeah, I'd take him on for sure. I'd have to.
Everything that guy just says is bullshit. Thank you.
And of course I win. You know that.
Well,
I will be the special guest referee. Let's put it that way, dude. I want to see it happen. But honestly, I don't know who. That's what makes the fight a fight, dude. You never know who's gonna win. That's why it's great. If you guys want to do it,
I know I'd win.
Film it.
Of course I'd win.
I like that answer.
He's a stick boy.
Hey.
One of these days you'll grow some muscles.
Sabu says that it has to be in the contract. You have to keep your clothes on, Dave. Are you still interested?
Yeah, hey, keep your clothes on for sure.
I'll
take them off for sure. I'll kill you.
Absolutely.
Hey, Justin, will you let him use LA Boxing for this match?
Absolutely, dude. You guys could be the next grudge match for sure.
That would be awesome.
Boxing match? Well, I'll kick your ass anyways.
Hey, Dave, you got to get through Medium Rob first.
Oh, please, come on. Medium Rob's a good kid, but, you know.
Well, whoever is better than you, I'll kick the shove.
A plunger match. We already covered that.
Plunger match. I like that.
Dave, today we're talking about confidence. That's like the subject of our show. We've only got about 8 minutes left. And then another 2 hours is gone, the last 2 hours of RVD Radio for some indefinite period of time. We're talking about confidence, and I know I've explained that my confidence, a lot of it comes from experience. Like I know that I feel comfortable putting up myself on the table against, a lot of what else could be on the table because of experience, because of what I've seen me do, what I've seen me go through, whatever. So for someone like you, give us your perspective, because we talked about MMA, we talked about wrestling, we talked about being a police officer. Where do you get your confidence, and want to fight when you're a movie director? How's that work?
Well, first of all, I don't consider myself, I direct movies, but that's not the only thing I do. I don't like to be called just a director. I mean, Sabu, he called me a bodybuilder with some other expletives to go along with it, but I will say that that's one thing, and it's like anything else. I mean, when you're a physical person, a lot of my confidence, believe it or not, comes from rage, which may not be a good place for it to come from, but if I really get pissed off enough, then I'll attack anybody. I don't care who it is at that point. And I mean, with me, I won't fight fair either. If I think I'm going to lose, then I'm not going to fight fair. I don't give a shit. I'm not in it to have a wrestling match or to have an MMA match. If I get pissed off enough, then, I'm going to do whatever it takes to hurt the person, and it's out of rage. It's not out of confidence. But I've had, enough street fights. I mean, I know what I can.
I apologize. I'll just kick your ass. Right? I apologize.
Dave, you sound like an inexperienced man, Dave.
Huh?
Sound like an insecure man, Dave.
Inexperienced as far as what, Justin? MMA matches? Or, or stabbing somebody in the throat out on the street. Well, how am I inexperienced?
I'm from
Boston. You know how many knife battles? I've been in street fights with people.
Hey, Boston's a tough fucking town, Dave. I'll give you that.
Hey, take your shirt off.
I've had friends of mine carved up in street fights like a fucking, Thanksgiving Day turkey, the whippet to take to the heart. I mean, I've been in a lot of battles, believe me.
That's
not in the
Boston.
ring.
That's not Lansing, Michigan.
Officer X, I'm sure you probably had to pick up quite a few of Dave's victims around Massachusetts.
No. But I can't agree. I can't agree with Justin because anybody once you hit the fitter edge, you can't go anymore, man. The guy who wins is the guy who's calm. The rage don't work in the real world.
The rage, it's actually like a chemical change in your brain that changes your perception. That's all. It doesn't change your ability, huh?
That's it.
Right.
Your muscles get tight and you don't think straight.
Yeah, but what ability, what ability to any of you except a pro fighter? How many, you know what I mean? There's a difference. My brother John happens to be a pro. I mean, he does martial arts. They spar with no gloves. He's been doing Wei-Chi-Ru for 14 years. And when I told him about, I asked him to come to the set basically to, give Rob a little demonstration. He said to me, David, what qualifies those wrestlers to get in the ring with me? Are they fighting every day? Are they getting in fights where there's no gloves? And, is that the kind of training they do? Or are they training to...
Everything that guy just says is bullshit. Thank you.
So the bottom line is what experience do any of you guys have except someone like Justin who's really fighting?
Thanks, Dave.
Hey, Dave.
Out of respect for Dave's brother, who's obviously a ninja that lives on the battlefield, fighting to the death every day. But what bothers Dave is I've never been intimidated. He always wants me to say, no, don't have your brother come down. But instead, I always say the same thing. Bring him, and I'll kick his ass. And then, Davey, the little brother, I'll kick your ass.
RVD, motherfucker!
That's right, Daddy.
Might be in for a surprise on that one, but, I mean...
Hey, Double D.
Yeah.
Dave, how many times have you been shot?
How many times have I been shot?
Yeah.
Never.
How many times have you been stabbed?
I've been sliced, but not stabbed.
Cutting your wrist and a bitch don't count.
How many times have you been stabbed?
What is that? What is that?
Well, I got shot once. I got stabbed many times.
Oh, I know.
How many times have you stepped into a bear claw trap?
I stepped in one of those too.
What, Sabu did that too?
He had a bear claw match.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Hey, he should be able to get into the ring and beat up Justin.
Right? Well, Justin, I don't have a problem with Justin. I have a problem with you.
I don't have a problem with you either.
Settle it in a steel cage. I told you, RVD Radio, RVD TV.
I'll let you have a gun. I'll let you have a gun and a knife, and I'll still whip your ass.
All right. Well, remember he said that, Rob, because that might be, a nice option.
But how many times have you been decapitated?
Decapitated?
Yeah.
Sabu got decapitated?
Hopefully zero.
Yeah.
Decapitated, man.
Radio.
I got decapitated, whatever.
It reminds me of back in high school, all the tough kids that, they're all so tough. And, it's like wrestlers are like grown-up versions of that. Like they never grew up. They're still...
Okay, and we never got weak.
I'm calling the kettle black.
What's that supposed
to Where'd you go to high school, Dave?
I went to Needham.
Needham High School?
It was a private school.
Well, of all the name.
I grew up right outside of Boston.
All boy academy.
All right. Well, anyway, hey, Dave, thanks for calling in tonight.
Academy.
Oh, has come to a fucking close. Sabu, thanks for calling in. Fonzie. Yeah,
Thank
bro.
you, Daddy.
Thanks, Daddy. Suck it. Bruce, you got a website or something you want to plug real quick?
Yeah, go to my MySpace, www.myspace.com/BruceJingles.com.
Sweet, dude. Have a good trip to Botswana.
All right, man. And,
awesome, man.
I want to read. I'm taking the book you gave me. I'm finally going to get a chance to read it. That flight's so damn long.
Okay, cool. There you go.
All right, man.
Jingles, you're really funny for a black dude.
There you go. There you go. Thank you, Officer X. And everybody, and the time's out, and we'll be back. I don't know when, and I don't know what to expect next week. But whatever it is, I expect to be in another country, kicking some ass in the ring, entertaining a bunch of French people while people back home say, man, I wish RVD would wrestle here. And I put this, oh, there it goes. I missed it. All right, bye.
Dude, Bruce,
Say bye, baby.
Bruce Jingles.
Bye, baby.